And now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Air Force Falcons. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the Air Force Falcons offense comes on the field first today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team which won a conference championship is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Come to the line for second down and very short now. And now a carry here for the fullback. The Falcons are on the move here.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. Now, with pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Second down after that previous play. And the back now goes in motion. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6.
Chris, this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're in that goal-to-go situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack.
Touchdown, Falcons, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm for the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
BAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
TCU 0.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The TCU Horned Frogs offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 39. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Chris, that wide receiver screen came close to hitting a seam, but the defense is just flowing to the football too quickly, and they kept him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He escapes the pocket. He moved the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Nothing fancy there. Just comes out of the slot and runs a slant route.
Yeah, it's so difficult for the defense to be able to slow this play down because it happens so quickly. Even when you know and might anticipate that this throw might be coming, it's tough to disrupt the timing when it's executed well like this right here.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He stopped, and he gets a first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Pressure is coming. Swarmed with a pass rush. A sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. That kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Falcons' offense is on the field now. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much in the first down play. Quarterback's got it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, on 3rd down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
Here's the option play, and the quarterback keeps it here. The back's got it on the pitch. First down, looking for more now. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. And the Falcons moving quickly down the field here. Motion by the back to make the defense adjust. Pitch play to the back. Inside the 35. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Air Force.
Love how the quarterback waited until the last possible second to draw the defense in until he pitches it out on the option play. And not only does he get big yards, but they turn into a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, look at the quick cut. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Now it's second down here. Well, Kirk, Air Force has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. First play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. He's in the clear. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. In the red area, it's Wilson. Will not be brought down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Now they line up to kick the extra point.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Send the back in motion. He's got room to run. Breaks into the clear. Across the 40. At the 20. Crosses the... Touchdown, Falcons. Too much speed for the defense.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
TCU 10.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for a man deep on the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
Oh, what a move. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. The offense really clicking here.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
Receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Motion now from the tight end. Trying to find room. It's Wilson. Inside the 25. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Offside defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Gift to the offense with the offsides makes it 1st and 5. There's the handoff. And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time. The Horned Frogs will come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. He finds his man. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, TCU. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. They're going to run the option. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. The big fullback's got it here. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear him say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
2nd down play coming up. We'll try to run it with the option. He shreds the tackle. As the first down is still going. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Man, the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job by this offense picking up some positive yards.
They'll try the option play here. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. The offense has it. It's still going.
But just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He finds some space. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play at that corner.
Breaks loose at the 45. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. It's an option look. Tiny space at the 20. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Oh, man, what a read here by this quarterback. You know, he's trying to keep it himself until the defense takes him away. Good job at pitching it. And how about the skill guys on this offense? Can they cover some ground? Great pickup for this offense.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The defense showing blitz here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking right, this one caught. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the grab. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And they get the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy is going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And the the Horned Frogs will bring their punt team onto the field. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Look out, room to run here. Picks up the first, looking for more. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more play before they head to the locker room. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Was kicking out of Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They've been efficient. Scoring hasn't really been the problem, but they got to keep scoring the way their defense is going.
It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage, about to snap the ball again.
Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Important second down play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to throw it on first down. The receiver grabs it.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice game.
Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critic.
He could go. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Here's a carry for the fullback. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He has first down yardage at the 46. And the Falcons come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Pitch to the back. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, we're going to see that quarterback pull it, try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush closing in. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Hands off to the fullback. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. With some pre-snap motion. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Takes the toss and heads left. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Quarterback still with the football. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Really good call here to go with the jet sweep, but you've got to get north and south. Once the defense is out of position, the quicker you can get vertical, the better chance you can find yardage for that 1st down.
Here's the option play. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. First down, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Wilson. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Throwing off play action. He makes the grab. And look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella. The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
Catch made by the tight end. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep to the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
He's looking deep again. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. Booker, Air Force has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Across the 40. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back in motion now. We're trying to run it with the option. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. The Falcons pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The game makes it second and medium. They'll try the option play here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. They'll try and run it with the fullback. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the fullback takes a turn running the football. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big game like this on first down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They feed the fullback this time. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Give it to the big fullback here. Touchdown, Air Force. This offense cannot be stopped. That's one for you old school fans, Kirk. The fullback just powering it in from short distance.
Yeah, I'm with you. What a moment for the fullback. Usually he's just stuck to do the grunt work as a blocker. But here, you get an opportunity to punch it in on the goal line, and you make the most of it.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. On first down, it's play action. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. And the Horned Frogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to throw yet again. He's running out of time here. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
It's an option look. It's a quarterback keeper. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, not a whole lot of options there for the quarterback. Ends up trying to pitch it out. Gets some yards, but not enough for the first down.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Here's the second down play. They'll run the option. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
So now it's third and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. And the back now goes in motion. Here's the toss play now, running left. He's got the first down and still motoring. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Love to see this with the lead late in the game. In the postseason, you got to trust your offensive line in your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
The fullback gets stuffed for a loss. Ran into a wall there. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense at just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
The course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.